When I think of high school, I think of 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. But I did ninth grade twice.
Really?
No,
wow.
Nobody should have to do ninth grade. It's really rough. And then to go back and do it again, it's just as rough the second time. It's a difficult place of life. You're trying to figure yourself out. Very self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was new. Everything was new for me again. And I was happy that I got a soft landing of 10th grade.
Right.
I don't think ninth grade set up that 10th grade would be.
And was the ninth grade, did you then go with that, you made friends eventually and then went into 10th grade, or did you go to a different school?
No, I stayed. I
Okay.
had one ninth grade where that was just, I think that was more about just the awkwardness of being very young in ninth grade, and then I was held back so that I could kind of catch up with the age I should have been in ninth. And then everybody, I made very, very true friendships. And I was not a person with tons and tons of friends. It was sort of my friend here, I've got my friend here. We're a little crew.
But it's scary, and it's scary what people can do, what kids can do online in terms of getting into each other's accounts and really wreaking havoc on someone's, life. And what do you think, as after writing this book, what's the advice that you would give to a child?
Well, I continue to be enormously impressed by young people who create, very young, high school, I would say more high school kids, who create these sites and blogs and really take ownership and really establish a voice, whatever that voice is. It's almost like it throws out there in not an aggressive way, but in a very assertive way. I'm watching young people claim their online space. Often, for me, it's through book blogs because they like to review books and they like to, but there's a social element. And I think, gosh, this is so wonderful because it cuts through generations, to have a 14-year-old just owning his or her blog, talking to authors, talking to publishing houses, doing giveaways and promotions and posting reviews and posting interviews. I think this is a pretty amazing way to establish who you are, if that's who you feel that you are, through something that you love. And so, to me, this is a very positive thing that's happened online. I would have loved it, and I don't know, because I don't follow a sports blog or I don't follow comics books blogs or other things that young people really love. But when I look at these book bloggers, these very young people, this is their domain, this is their place of confidence and interest and exuberance, and they really have it going on. So I love that, and I think it's better in some ways to create that kind of little home for yourself than reaching out. It's wonderful to reach out to neighbors, but you can get yourself, I think, more in a defensive place if you're just sort of, oh, here I am out there on a FormSpring questionnaire. I'm not sure that's a very strong, helpful place for somebody to get critique me, the way these FormSpring things. I think, no, you're wonderful. Establish what you love. That's such a point of strength, and then operate from your point of strength.